What's going on, guys? Reckless Rish, and we're back with another episode of Space Engineer Solo Cliffside Survival. I say cliffside, but we've actually moved into the cliff here as my game's about to crash. Nope, we are good. So we've moved inside the cliff. So it's really more of like a cliffside, caveside type solo survival type situation. The base is coming along really well. I'm gonna not show you the inside of this little command post. We're going to save it for a little bit later, but I really want to get out to... Oh, I'm out of hydrogen. I really want to do some exploration, but any survivalist knows the best way to explore something and increase your likelihood of survival is to do some sort of reconnaissance. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be building a reconnaissance type drone so we can start seeing what is out there beyond without exposing ourselves too much. And we're also working on this this little welding drone. I got really kind of sick and tired of like hand welding everything inside the base, so I say, you know, it's long overdue. I should have done this a while ago. So I'm gonna finish up this welder drone. Obviously, it's going to play a significant part in welding up all of these plates. I have a lot of iron that I need to go out there and get, but I digress. We're going to finish this welder drone, and then we're going to build a spy drone or reconnaissance drone, and we're going to see what is out there in the world. Hopefully, we can run into some pirates. Then maybe they'll start bugging us a little bit. So I might need to consider putting up a few initial defensive type turrets on the outside just in case they decide to follow me back. With my drone though, I do intend to make it relatively light, so if we do lose it, it's not a complete loss. And then I'm also thinking about kind of building this little area over here or turning it into kind of like a drone lab where I can have drones built, and then like an arm would swing out to deploy the drones. So we'll see if we get there. It's just kind of an idea I had a couple seconds ago. So we'll see kind of what happens. And I'm just now actually noticing that is definitely not aligned. So let's go ahead, tear this down. It's not going to do us any good if it's not aligned. Let's see, I forget where I had it. Is it here? Yeah, there we go. And then go back. Nope, I think it was 4. And then 8. There we go. Alright, so we should be able to start welding this up. So this isn't going to be a completely, automated drone. I'm not that great with scripts yet. And to be honest, I don't know if there's like a script for auto welding. I know there's a few floating around for like for mining and whatnot. Oh, I need some interior plates, and I'm out of hydrogen. It would be pretty cool if there was a script for like auto welding where it would find. And I know there's the nanites. The nanites are out there. It's a mod, but to be honest, I feel like that almost takes away too much from the game. It is cool. Maybe I just don't like how they went about it. I guess I really thought I had some. I'm getting kind of low on resources, so I really need to kind of go out and so now this thing should, let's name it. What are we gonna name you? We're gonna name you Willie. Willie the welder. Willie Welder. Although I feel like I need to give it more of like a animalistic type name because we've got the toad, we've got the slug. So we're gonna do the walrus. Yep. I think that's it. Goodbye. Okay. That could have been not good at all. All right, good thing I hopefully should have control. Let's find the remote block in here. Remote control. And let's bring Wally down. Maybe I can give it like some interesting... I'll put some ramps on it maybe to give it like a walrus-like appearance. I am determined to make our walrus friend as close to a walrus-like appearance as possible. Okay, so then we'll do... I think this just might work. There you go. There's his little tusks. That's the closest thing to a tusk that I'm gonna get, because I'm not gonna have them all the way so low that they're dragging the feet. Okay, so I don't really know how this happened, but there are cyberhounds in the base. I just watched one. It went from over there and just kind of walked across over here. I don't know if it was like just clipping through, but there was there it is. I don't know where it's trying to go. Oh, it's spider cyberhound. I don't know if I can hit it. It's moving. Gotcha. Alright, I'll take those. Let's see, I'm very confident that there was a second one. How did that happen? That is wild. I definitely need to consider putting in some interior turrets. The cyberhounds they've adapted, they've evolved. Yep, there it is. So their ability to climb has evolved, but they're still super unintelligent. And they weren't really giving me a whole bunch of attention, if any. Maybe they've lost their sense of smell and their ability to climb walls has increased. That is ridiculous. Alright, so now that that's done, that was something else. Let's grab some plates, because we're going to start building our reconnaissance drone. And to be honest, I'm kind of excited about this because I'm going to be using the aerodynamics pack. So I'm going to try to make this thing as small and as light as possible. So I've got one kind of like idea that I'm going to go with. I've never built something like this before, so this might be relatively interesting. And you know what? So I know I just said I'm going to be using the aerodynamics pack. I don't know how that's going to work for landing, because I'm not just going to be able to stop and like hover down to a halt. I'm going to have to have something. I guess we're going to figure this out. Let's do this. And then this should at least let me... Why can I... Oh, okay. I should be able to put some uranium in these, and then with the access panel right here on the front, I should be able to go ahead, yep, and put these two batteries into recharge mode. So that was odd. Okay, so I do, however, have to... what's that? See, the camera just shook all crazy like? That was weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and Oh no, we said we were going to do the slope. I know it looks a little funky there in the front, but it might work for kind of what it is that we're doing. Alright, so here we have the Raven. I have not built an atmospheric, or rather, aircraft that utilizes the what is this? The aerodynamics pack. So these are wings. So the idea is lift will be generated based on the amount of forward thrust that you have. Right now, the lights, they seem to be clipping. I don't know. The game's been kind of acting a little bit weird today. I might need to exit out completely and reboot before I launch. But we're gonna do a quick tour of the Raven. So the underbelly is basically a giant skid or crash plate. Made with heavy steel plates, or heavy armor blocks rather. I really did not want to have these little rinky-dink little tiny wheels, but I needed to just have some sort of I guess best case option in the event that I need to kind of maneuver around without banging everything up entirely. So hopefully these tiny little wheels should give us enough clearance off the ground just to move around. I changed out the slope with the ramp. Hopefully this will ease us out. I'm kind of hoping that once we top out here at the top, I'll actually kind of begin my lift off essentially. Don't know how this is going to work. Again, I've never built with these aerodynamic wings, I guess you could say. So I'm kind of anxious to see how this is going to go. I've got 4 thrusters, so I've got plenty of forward thrust. That's definitely overdoing it. The thing, this aircraft, my little Raven here, should be relatively light. I carved out these this little section right here. Just one, I think it looks a little bit cool. I think it fits the name Raven, but it also slightly lightens the load. Not that I think it weighs too much anyway. So there's a couple battery packs, a few heavy blocks, and that's really it. Camera and antenna, remote. So we're gonna use this to see if we can find any pirate bases. Once we find a pirate base, we'll be able to figure out what exactly they've got, and then design a craft to go out and take out the enemy. I'm going to create actually a save point. Actually, let's save this as a Raven launch. And then we'll just go ahead and resave that. And I'm also going to go back and save this again as Survival World 2. Alright. So here comes the moment of truth. I'm about to disconnect it from the bottom here. It's definitely not gonna work. I can already sense the failure. Light check. Lights are good. We have good movement. I don't have any reverse thrusters. I'm wondering if maybe I should put some on just for landing. As part of like the landing sequence, I'll just have them off during flight, and then when it comes time to land, we would just enable them. So camera 1 is actually our forward. And camera 2 is our down. And then we have our braking. So it's going to be interesting flying this thing completely by remote control. So I just noticed I almost forgot a gyroscope. So we need to build an antenna. Jesus. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of tuck it away in this corner is what I'm thinking. So let's do that there. So this should hopefully give us extended range. I think right now, it's only like 500 meters, something like that. So let's do 10. Enable broadcasting. Let's turn that up to 50K. Antenna. This is home base. We'll rename it later. What was that? That jerk? That was weird. It's been doing that these last couple days. Let's just go ahead and increase all of these. So we should be just about ready to go. Antenna check. Raven check. Alright. Raven. Let's do remote control. Enable our lights. You know what? Let's do something a little bit different for the lights. Control panel. We'll do spotlight 1 and 2. Do blinker interval. About 2. Might be too long, and then do a 50% offset. What does that give us? Not quite. That's a little better. Alright, so we are just about ready for launch here. Before we do that, we're going to make sure we create a new save. Save in world. Raven launch. Alright. Hopefully this works. Let's go into camera 1. Camera 2, check. We are good. We got reverse thrusters off, disabled. We don't need any braking. Here we go. Oh, nice little budge there, and we're good. We are live. This is awesome.
Alright, that's going to wrap things up for this episode. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button and leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. You can do one better, hit subscribe, and you'll be the first one to know when new videos are published. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next episode.